because a few weeks ago I did a video about how to diversify your business, how to potentially make more money in your business when you're not solely reliant on one or two services. And I set you all a challenge on speaking to your customer and telling them what other services you offer. Try and drum up some extra work. And I'm a big believer. I always try to practice what I preach, and I did that myself. And today is the day when I am actually doing some extra work for a customer. So I just wanted to let you guys know that, you know, I tried that challenge myself and it actually worked, because this is a care home that really is my biggest mowing job, but I haven't cut the grass in nearly, well, over 2 months, nearly 3 months really, properly. And it could have gone both ways. It could have been a point where I'm losing a lot of money every month, but the care home's been really good, and also it's given me a chance to catch up on the hedges, the topiary, you know, the weed spraying, all that kind of stuff. But I also asked them about extra work and what else they wanted doing, further plans for the future. And they actually said, yeah, we are looking at doing a little bit of development work. They've got like a little small stream that runs through the complex, and they want that clearing. They said, but we were going to save it till winter, but since, you know, you've asked now and the grass is not growing, go for it. So I'm very thankful that I did. So today I've come here a little bit different. I've got my chainsaw with me, and when I get there I'm going to show you what I've been tasked to do. So it's interesting because it works. Speak to your customer, have that open conversation. I did a little video on a separate note to this. It's either already out or it's to be put out. But I'm going to tell you a little story, because the importance of having open communication with your customer is so valuable. I've got a customer that I've been going to for 3 months. It was one of my first customers I took on when I started up on my own. And it's a really good customer, they're really nice, and I go there every week. And I'm always quite, what's the word? I can't think of the word, but whenever I go to a customer for the first time, I always tell them what services I offer. I tell them what I do. You know, gardening's the bread and butter, that's the general business, but then I do gutter cleaning and roof scraping. And I always say that because I want that work. The gutter cleaning and roof scraping pays well, and I want to build up that work. And yesterday I got talking to a customer, and they asked me what my plans were for winter. And I told them, because, well, you know, I don't really stop gardening in the winter, there's always something to do. I says, but that's when gutter cleaning and roof scraping get busy. And they looked at me shocked. They goes, oh, I didn't know you did gutter cleaning and roof scraping. And that taught me a big lesson. I know for a fact I told them I did, because I almost like priced their house up in my head, because it's a lovely big detached house, you know, and it's a really good job for the gutter cleaning. And I told him when I took his son, he goes, oh, you know, I also do gutter cleaning. And he goes, oh yeah, great, yeah. But in that 3 month period, they forgot. And that's just human nature. People forget. And that's the lesson here, guys. And also another challenge for you. Because you got to think, I don't know about you, but I have countless leaflets every week posted through my door. I don't take any notice of any of them. But generally they're either gardening, window cleaning, gutter cleaning, driveways, or a takeaway menu for food. That's the general menus and leaflets you get through. You've got to think, your customers, however loyal they are being bombarded daily. Either people knocking on the doors, leaflets being dropped off, you know, on Facebook. Every time they go online, on their social media, they're being bombarded with adverts, with people doing Facebook ads, just businesses doing ads. They're being bombarded all the time with services, other businesses. So I've had it time and time again where the customer has had other people in their property to do work that I can do. And at the time I was thinking, I was a bit annoyed. I'm like, why would you do that? That's not very loyal. I'm thinking, no, that's wrong. It's my fault, because I should be more open. I should have better communication with the customer. It's not the customer's fault, because the customer already uses you. They're already loyal. And as long as they know and they've got confidence in you and your work and your services and your ability to provide that service to a good standard, they are going to ask you. They don't want the hassle of going elsewhere. And this is what I found out with that customer yesterday. When I said to him, he goes, yeah, I do gutter cleaning. He goes, oh, I didn't know. He goes, oh, it's good to know, because I know you do a good job and you're already here, and I don't want anybody else coming in that I don't know. Because they have to go through that cycle again of recommendations and can they trust you? Are you going to turn up on time? Are you going to charge them fairly? Customers don't want the hassle. They don't. They want one person, or the least amount of people in their property. They want to make a phone call and say, can you sort this? And you say yes or no, or you recommend someone. So very valuable lesson, guys, and I think it's great, and always remember that. So just be more vocal with the customers. You might be fantastic at it. I, for one, am not, but I'm going to try my best. If you only do gardening, then there might be something else you can upsell. Stumps that want grinding, lawn treatments, weed spraying, hedge cutting, topiary. There's always something in that service that you can expand on, always. You might want to do a little bit of soft landscaping, a little bit of planting, a little bit of design work. Go down the route of a bit of ecology, when you're preservation and looking after the garden, trying to invite more birds in. There's so much you can do. Irrigation, when we have 3 months of no rain. You just got to think outside the box, guys. Like I've said many times, no one's going to do it for you, and no one is going to pay your bills for you. You've got your family, and it's your job to provide. So we have to do this. We have to do what we can do to survive, And at the end of the day, it's a business. You've got to think. Don't think about I'm working for a wage. Think about you working for your business. How can the business make more money? And if you think like that, you'll be fine, and it'll keep it into your mind. Some people are just happy just plodding on, and that's absolutely fine. But if you're not happy plodding on and you want to do a bit more, then just be more vocal with the customers. So I thought I'd just drop that in there, because it's a very valuable piece of information, and it's one that I'm going to learn from, because of my own mishaps, really, that I didn't do myself. So hope you enjoyed that, guys.